EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You talk about this Jets defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This defense for the Jets, very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play out.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Rodgers now on first down. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tempo.
They run it and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
Rodgers going to throw. Buying time to... And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
3rd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So here's a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A lot to talk about when it comes to Garrett Wilson, the reigning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Last season, really embraced the wide receiver one role in New York. Broke Keyshawn Johnson's rookie record for yards, and one of the brightest young stars at his position lives up to that by getting another Jets spot.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Baron Browning coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First down, New York.
Rodgers to throw once more. Catch is made by Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
And the Jets, first down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. His throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Gap 300. Gap 300. Go, go. Hey, it's 26.
On first down, Rodgers. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw is Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Lutz is good, and they have regained the lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. Oh, look at the juke. Hall has it knocked loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's going to get this one down to Cook. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Rodgers now on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. So a little late drama in the first half, as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in.
And now look at him go. McCole Hardman, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 78 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
A 42-yard attempt.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Inside. Hey, 88. Look again.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Cook makes the catch on the out route. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Broncos 39-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Randy Gregory buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
50, 26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Caught by Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion. Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
Here's Wilson. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Randy Gregory picks up his second sack of the afternoon. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Broncos. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
What's good on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Motion man left is Lazard. On first down, Rodgers. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Jets have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is really struggling.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Inside.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Back north.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were through.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Pride.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Jets 59, Broncos 32.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's
breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Got 26. Take 30. Jump out.
Now Rodgers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT.
Rex Zerline lining up for the play after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
66. Broncos 32.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught, and he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Up the middle, it's Williams. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 125 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they can't bring him down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
10 more yards.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Giants, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back